Hi, today we're looking at 5 differences between UI and UX. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Design and Tech Co. I'm your host Akhil, and today we're looking at a few differences between UI and UX. Now, this is a very confusing space because people think that UX is UI and UI is UX, and they don't understand any of the differences between any of these two. And and people use these interchangeably, or they use it, UI slash US UX, and then they think it's the same thing. But they're very different. There's nothing in common. Like obviously, there's like a lot in common between them, but there's it's not the same thing. Basically, that's what I'm trying to say. They're very similar, but there's nothing like it's not the same thing. And a person who is a UI guy, may not be a good UX guy, and the guy who is a UX guy, there's a high chance he won't be a good UI guy. Now, what is UX? So user experience is basically so the 5 things basically between UX and UI are that the UX deals with flows, and in the sense how your complete application or your website is going to flow from one screen to another, right? And UI is mostly about standardizing your colors and fonts and your look and feel of the website. That's what it has nothing to do with the flow. Basically, the flow has already been set by the UX guy. Second is decision charts. So UX guy, he has to think about what kind of decisions the user is going to take on your website or your app. Whatever decisions he takes, what happens after that? What are the actions that are being taken? Now, again, UI is more like how he's going to probably interact with it, or how he's going to find the whole the look and feel of the website or the app. It's nothing to do with the kind of decision charts, or the flows, or flow charts or anything like that with the UI. Now with UX, you have to do a lot of user research, wherein you have to find out what the user likes or dislikes, and who the user actually is, right? You have to determine the target audience and how he's going to probably like basically what is he going to see when he comes to the website or the app? What is he going to notice, the first few things? And you have to ensure that the most important things are on top for him, and he's able to find them easily. With UI, it's not much to do with basically understanding the user. You have to understand the user in terms of what kind of colors and what kind of look and feel is going to work for him, but it's not basically to do with what what kind of information you want to show it to him. So again, user research for UX means that you have to understand what kind of information to show to the user. For UI, it's just like how the information is going to look, the layout, basically the alignments, the fonts, and all of that. That's UI, right? And now for the fourth part is, you have to understand everything from the user's perspective in UX. You have to go through his head. You have to understand, if he clicks here, is he going to understand that this is where he's going to land? Or if this is the page, is he going to understand that these are the main key important things where he has to go, and these are the actions he needs to take. So and for UI, that also it means that there's complete standardization. So in the sense, if you've defined your pop-ups and your dialogues in one place, it has to be standardized across all of the screens, and there has to be complete consistency between everything. Now, user journey. The fifth point is user journey, where for UX you have to have a fixed. You have to determine what the user journey is going to be, in the sense from which page is he going to land, where is he going to exit, what's the complete journey that's going to happen in between. In the sense, if it's an e-commerce website, then you have to understand what kind of products he's going to look at, how is he going to check out, how is he going to go to the cart, the actual going to all these pages. That's the job of the UX. Now for UI, you'll have to start creating wireframes or the screens of the products page or the individual products page. In the sense, in UX, if you've understood that these are the different journeys he's going to take, with UI, you're going to actually have to define those journeys. You're actually going to have to build those pages, design them, and understand if it's actually everything is coming to life with the kind of UI template that you've chosen. So I hope this was this kind of took away a lot of your doubts and confusion around UI UX. If you need more information on what these things are and what they do, you can head over to our website designandtech.co and give some of our articles a read, and also subscribe to our channel so that you're notified whenever new videos are released. And thank you for watching.